Hello to everyone out there who'll be watching this video. I'm about to get down to my Miranda Daily Dose of Such Fun book for you, written by Miranda Hart. It's an absolutely fantastic read. It's a book I would recommend to absolutely everyone out there, especially those of you who will be wanting to maybe right now bring a smile more to your face, make you laugh. Tell you what, it's full of a lot of daily challenges. I believe will help you in many different ways in yours and your family's life. It's got one for each day of the year. Do them as many times as you want, as many times of the day you want, even just once a day. I find I do as many as I can. There might be the odd couple of days where I won't, but I do take videos of them. I will watch the videos over again. I will do the challenges more than once sometimes. And every time I do, I enjoy myself very immensely. It's an absolutely, as I've already said, fantastic book. Anyone out there who hasn't got it yet, please, I would recommend it to everyone. Just go and get it, especially in certain times when you will have nothing else to do around your house. Like if you're unemployed or something. It's absolutely fantastic. It's full of exciting challenges, one for each day of the year. As I've already said, do them more than once if you can. It's something I certainly do, and it's something I certainly enjoy. And I find these challenges help me in many different ways in life, as things like my confidence and my self-esteem show me more interests. Like, for example, there was this month one challenge that helped me build up my confidence, whereas the challenge was to, if I was going to be singing on a bus, ask a stranger to join in with me. Now, for singing on a bus is always something I've always done. I always sing if I go on public transport. It could be a bus, a taxi, it could be just walking down the road if I go on my way to the shop. If I'm just going for a walk for my daily exercise. But once I have never thought I would ever have the courage to do is ask a stranger to join me. But so when I seen this challenge, I just thought not something I could ever do. But as it was a challenge in a book I absolutely loved, I thought, there's only one way to find out if I could do it, and that was give it a go. So I went for it. It took me a while to formulate the words properly in my head of how I was going to pronounce this stranger. And I was very nervous to do it. So when this girl sat quite near me in the bus, she looked around the same age as me, so I thought, you look quite a decent, nice, friendly girl to do it. I got some songs up on my phone that I knew quite well, were my favourite songs, and I asked her, and she politely said yes, which I was very grateful for, because she'd said no, I would have been highly embarrassed. I let her pick the song, and we did it together, which is yet to a video I've put on Facebook yet. So anyone on Miranda's Daily Dose fan page on Facebook, that will be a video going up soon. It was highly embarrassing to do, but just the fact I was managing to do it gave me much pleasure, and I found it, as Miranda would always say, such fun to do. Fortunately, I couldn't finish the song because she had to get off a couple of bus stops for me, but it gave me a lot of boost of my confidence to the fact I'd achieved something in something I never thought I'd be able to do. So one piece of advice I would say out of learning of this challenge and the confidence it gave me on succeeding on this challenge is just never believe you can't do something just because you have never done it before. Even if you have to keep pushing yourself to try and try again, don't do it. Just don't give up. Just go for it. If you can't do it, think, okay, maybe next time. Never give up on something you think you can't do. It really boosted my confidence. So, because I was able to achieve something of this daily challenge I can do, I really gave me confidence for anything afterwards I never thought I could do. It helped me for other future things in life. And this was only a couple of times I've been able to do this now. But it helped me a lot when my confidence was concerned. And confidence was for most of my life, as I'm not ashamed to say I am in the autistic spectrum. Confidence is something I've always been very low at. So it is something I was very actually happy to come across and to attempt at in this book as one of my daily challenges. So even if you do not have this book and something you come across you don't find confident to do, never give up on yourself. Always push yourself to try and succeed in things. Because anyone, no matter how hard they may find it, can always build up on their confidence. Another thing I found by succeeding on one of these challenges was my self-esteem. And by building on my self-esteem, it was a challenge that really also brightened up my day. And that was just, which was another one I actually really found much pleasure in doing. And the pleasure is what brightened up my day and built on my self-esteem, was by offering to buy someone else's lunch when I went into a shop. Which in the daily challenge, it does say offer to buy someone's lunch or a drink in a cafe or a shop. I wasn't in a cafe, I was in a shop. So I kind of improvised, I changed around the challenge, and instead of buying it at a cafe, I brought someone else's lunch in a shop instead. And it really makes you feel so much better in yourself. It brightens up your day. It shows you what a kind, nice person you can actually be if you really put your mind to it. And it shows you what the smallest acts of kindness can really bring to yourself. It brings a smile to your face. And it shows you just how much difference you can make to the world. And it shows you how nice things can really change someone. And small acts of kindness can go a very long way in your life, and it's the smallest things that count the most, where being really kind can matter the most. So really, it's never really the big things that matter. So, because most people can't really do the big things because they may not be able to afford it. So even if it's just someone is really like they can't afford a bottle of water because they're really hot in the shop. So maybe offer to buy them some water if they can't afford a sandwich on their lunch break at work. Or a sausage roll if they may be in a bakery. Just the smallest acts of kindness can always go a long way in life. And because you're offering to do this for them, it can bring a smile to their face. And it brings a smile to yours. It makes you feel really good in yourself. It builds up your self-esteem. And it brightens up your day, knowing you've made them happy. So following these small daily challenges makes you feel better in yourself. It builds up in many different ways. So, there was one of my favourite challenges I also found was there was a certain challenge which was quite a bit later in the year, which, as I've already just stated a second ago, was one of my favourite to do. And that was actually learning a poem. I've also stated I've always loved to read, but never have I actually looked into reading poetry. Just reading. Most likely fiction, non-fiction, real life stories, any book I've always loved to read. So when it came to my daily challenge of learning a poem, I thought, it's something new. It's brilliant. Let's just give it a go. And I learnt it. And I didn't just go straight for let's just learn one. I read a different selection of them. And it was actually a very, very interesting challenge to do. I never thought I'd be interested in poetry. But there are so many different poems out there. They can be joyful, you can find them sad, you can find them, like lovable. All different poems have different meanings and different messages. And that's what I found very inspiring and very, very nice about them. They all come with very different meanings to them. So really what I did was I found a couple of my favourite of different meanings. I learnt a very sad one. I won't say who I lost in my family, but I lost a very important family member to me. And I learnt a poem. My favourite poem was someone I learnt from this family member's favourite author. And that's one I recited the most. And just learning that poem actually was very inspiring, and it was such a lovely message gained from that poem. And these poems actually are very inspiring to learn, and just the meanings and the messages given these poems, when you take in and really understand the messages from the poems, really that's what helps you remember them. It helps you recite them, and it's such lovely meanings. And like I said already earlier in the video, poetry is never something I was interested in. But because I understood and took in the meaning of these lovely messages from the different poems I read, it gave me a totally new interest in them. And that's when I started going to my local library and taking out some poetry books too. And it gave me a totally new interest in a totally new inspiring of books. So I started getting quite a lot of poetry books out and looking into authors on poetry. So really, another thing I love about a book was, like I already said, it gave me a totally new interest as well. You'll find quite a lot of different things that you'll get out of this absolutely, as I've already said, incredible book. So it's a brilliant read on many different accounts. It gives you plenty of ideas that puts you in your mind. So any time of the year that'll put a smile on your face, makes you laugh at any time of the day, any time of the year. Really, so there's nothing really else I can say, I guess, really. There's just simple challenges too, like laugh and dance with your friends and family. But along with the laugh and dance ones, it's just dance along to certain songs while tidying up. Take a video of that. Show it to your friends and family. So have fun. It shows you can have fun while just simply cleaning your house. You did a challenge of singing your favourite song, but don't sing it to that tune. Sing it out of time. Sing it in the wrong tune. Dancing weird, out of time moves. Make up your own strange dance moves. You can change just the weirdest, strangest normal hobbies into absolutely fantastic fun times. So it's so much. Obviously there weren't the only challenges in there, they were just some of my favourite ones. And it's a book I absolutely recommend to absolutely everybody out there. And it's a book I find very inspiring read. I've had it for a while. It's a book I intend to look at every day of the week. So obviously a week, every day of the year. Every day of the year there is a different challenge, as it's called the daily dose of such challenges. And so it's a book for every day of the year, every year. And it's an absolutely fantastic read, as I've already stated a few times. So sorry for repeating myself there a few times. I'm quite like that near the end of a video. This is the first book review I've ever done. I will be intending to reread other of Miranda her books again. I'm doing a book review on them as well, because I love all of her books. But this is an absolutely great read. Anyone out there who hasn't read it yet, I would suggest it. It would help brighten up your day, help your many days in life, as I've already stated already a few times, cheer you up, make you laugh, and really just give so much joy to your life, to your friends and to your family. So just give it a go if you haven't already. And to those of you out there who already have read it, or if you know somebody you already have, it'd be great to hear your opinions on it too. So if you just note them down below if you have already watched it, and just say what your opinion is on it and what maybe your favourite daily challenge is too. And thank you for watching.